What's up, guys? I'm Bjor, and I'm here today to bring you a Killjoy split defense guide. You guys showed so much love to the last video, and we're fiending for another one, so that's what I'm going to bring you today, and I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so here we are on split. We're going to start with the A site here, and my favorite setup to do on A is this one right here on A main. It's going to start with an alarm bot at the bottom of these stairs. If you put it too far up, they'll be able to see it as they're rushing. So you want to put it down there. And then I put a molly in this corner. And a molly right here, kind of where these tiles intersect. You can see right there. And then I put my turret back here by map. You could also put it up top on planner if you want. It doesn't really matter. And then with this setup, I'll typically play either back map like this and swing off of my alarm bot and turret contact. Or I can play back here and do pretty much the same exact thing. Or back elbow, or in screens as well. Anything really works as long as you're peeking off of your utility. Alright, we'll show a quick example of how it works here. I like to do this on pistol round mostly, because that's when you're going to find most teams rushing through the A main part of the map. So we're going to wait for our utility contact here. Alarm bot goes off. You swing in, and they're going to be cooking in 2 Molotovs, getting hit by the turret, and vulnerable all at the same time. So it's going to be some pretty free kills, and it'll stop any rush coming through A main. Okay, the next setup is really similar here, but it's going to be for playing Heaven instead of committed onto site. Because sometimes if the enemy has like Rocket or Breach Ult or just any high impact abilities, you don't really want to be playing on site by yourself, and you want to be able to get out and be safe and wait for your team to come. So it's just going to start with the same exact alarm bot and molly, because this is going to let you know if they're coming out A main, nobody can lurk on you or surprise you. And then I'm going to put a turret up here behind this little ramp. This is going to make it really hard to shoot from coming up A ramp. And I'm just going to sit in this corner here. Or I could sit on this side as well. And all I'm going to do is swing off of my turret contact, get one, and then look to fall off and play screens, or maybe just maintain Heaven control. Okay, so like I said, we're just going to be playing up here pretty safe, because odds are we're probably the only person towards A, or maybe we have another teammate with us, but we have the alarm bot down here making sure nobody sneaks out, and we're just going to play off this turret here. If anybody runs up and it gets contact, we're going to peek off it and kill them. So I'm waiting. There's the contact. Like we saw there, he's struggling pretty hard to kill the turret. And he's also getting slown by it, so it's pretty easy to just peek out, get one, and then you're able to fall off and play your life. Okay, this next one is going to be a retake ultimate. It's kind of gimmicky, not going to lie, and it's banned in tournaments, so make sure you don't use it there, but you can be a ranked menace with this, so that's where you're going to find the most use out of it. What we're going to do is put a Killjoy ult up here for the retake. This is usually where I put mine. This is going to leave this right corner here open, and this little one kind of in the default plant spot open. So what we're going to do is we're going to molly both of those. We're going to start with this one over here. This one, I get in this corner, and I aim up at this. Like, I don't know what to call it, but you aim at it. You right click, and it goes outside the map. You can't see it, can't kill it. And then you come over here, and you aim at where this black line kind of meets this pillar. Right click again. And then boom, goes outside the map like that. And then you get out of sight and you play to retake it. One thing about these mollies is that they have to be thrown after the round starts. So right when the barriers go down is when you can throw the mollies. If you try before, then the spawn barriers will block them and they'll just fall into sight. Okay, so we're here in Heaven with our mollies placed on site. We're ready to play the retake. I have my turret here like I usually do when I play Heaven, so then I can peek off it. I know if anybody's up ramp. And we're just going to maintain this control here so our teammates can rotate in safely and we can start the retake. Usually your Heaven is going to be smoked here, and I'll go drop the ultimate off of the bomb plant. So the bomb is planted. I drop the ult. They're going to be able to run out A main, but if they stay on site, they're going to die. Okay. 5 seconds, we're going to pop both the mollies. And at about 2 seconds, we're going to start swinging into sight here. Obviously, you're going to have to worry about your mains, but if anybody plays on site, they die in crown here, or they die in this little corner. Either that, or they get detained. So when you do that, you just want to watch out for screen pushes and them to go back into main. Alright, And then moving on to the B site here, we're going to start with, again, probably my favorite setup here. The one I do the most often is I start with a turret back in this corner. This way, it'll only shoot at people when they're committed into the site. And then I put an alarm bot at around like this cross here in the tiles with a molly on back pillar. And then I'll usually put one either on stairs here or maybe close main, but usually towards the stairs here. Just because if they try to plant, they'll be in the molly and getting shot by the turret. And then with this setup, I usually end up playing towards hell here. I either peek this like new box angle, or I'm playing right here in hell. Or it's even good if you play up here on rafter. It's really good. Anywhere where you can really swing and kill people that are in your utility, or they're just trying to like avoid it. Okay. So for this one, I'm playing in hell. I'm just going to kind of hide here until my utility gets contact, and then I'll be able to swing off it and hopefully pick up a kill off that. So it'll probably end up looking something like this if you're playing it. Like I hear them coming up B main. My alarm bot takes contact. I'm swinging. Almost whiffed there, but he is vulnerable, so it doesn't even matter. And you should be able to pick up one free kill, and since you're playing hell, you should be able to hide, play safe, and wait for your teammates to rotate in. Because your job here is kind of just to get one or do a lot of damage and make sure you stay alive. The most important thing is making sure you stay alive, so just peek here, wait for your teammates' help. Okay, so the second setup is going to be one that's used to counter anybody that tries to lurk B main. In a lot of my games and matches, usually B, for the most part, you're just kind of sitting here waiting for either a rush, or a lot of times somebody will solo lurk into B main and just try to like mess with you and get the orb. So this is a setup to counter that. I start with a turret on this like platform here. All this is going to do is tell you when somebody's peeking out B main, and then we're going to go over here. We're going to put an alarm bot right in front of B main, kind of on the side here, and then a molly. These two are just going to be for stopping any sort of rush. So if you do peek off of this turret, then you kill the one, or maybe you just get the info that there's many and you fall off, and then you can just pop the molly and stop the rush. And then the second molly doesn't really matter, to be honest. You can do whatever you want with it. But with this turret, what we're going to do is either play back sight here, which is kind of dangerous because you don't really have anywhere to fall off to, or we're going to play up here in front of B main. And like I said, we're just going to swing off of whenever the turret gets contact into B main and try to pick up our one free kill. And off that, we're going to fall to somewhere where we can be safe. Maybe it's hell or spawn. And we let our teammates rotate in from there. Okay, so here's me. I'm playing back sight here. I'm just chilling, waiting for my turret to take contact. Turret takes contact. I peek out, kill one. He's going to be focused on the turret, so it's going to be really hard to hit a flick on you, whether you play here or even up close. So you're going to get that kill. If it turns out to be a rush, pop your molly and call for your teammates to help from heaven. And that's about it for that one. Okay, so the third and final B setup isn't necessarily one that's going to net you a lot of kills, but it's more so just a way I like to play B. And it all kind of starts with this turret up here on rafters. This one's really good because you're able to, it's able to spot both male and B main. And I like to just sit behind it in rafters here. And so I'm able to either help my teammates in male fight anybody coming up B heaven, or I'm able to hopefully get one here coming out B main, and then I'm able to fall off CT. And that's usually how I play up that turret right there. Usually I combo it with the alarm bot here at pillar, like I did before, with a molly. And then I like to throw the other molly over here. The purpose of these is just to stop a rush or at least slow it down. And that way, if you're playing on the rafter here, you can hopefully get your one kill and then fall off into CT or fall off into male and help your teammate there. But you just pop these mollies whenever the enemy team is executing out B main. That way they can't push you and wrap you into site, and you can get out for free and wait for your team to come help you retake the site. Alright guys, that was the split video. Thank you again for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw and it was helpful, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you do comment, make sure you tell me what you want to see more of, if there's anything I can improve on in these type of videos. And again, just thank you for watching and have a good one.